Hi guys, so this is going to be the next relationship reading between the members, and it is for Jin and Jungkook. Please don't forget that this is a very current reading of how two people are getting along. This does not mean that this is how they're always getting along, or really the essence of the relationship. No, it's very brief, it's very current, can be different from yesterday, and can be different from tomorrow. But yeah. I'm going to get started right away. As you can see, I already pulled the cards. I'm just going to tell you what I have in front of me. Now we start here with the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is a sense of pride and feeling proud for somebody else. I am leaning more that it's one more for the other than kind of a mutual feeling. Um, and I think it's connected with this Queen of Wands reverse, and it's again a Queen of Wands that's coming through. When I did the reading with Jin and Hobie, I also got a Queen of Wands, and I just had the vibe that I was more Jin, and here again the Queen of Wands is here. I think there's again Jin, that is maybe his energy right now overall with the members, that he's really coming off as a Queen of Wands. It's actually quite different, a different vibe from the Queen of Wands that I had with Hobie. With Hobie, it felt more performative, not in the sense that he's being fake, but more of in like wanting to perform for the others, wanting to entertain the others, and just, yeah, just wanting to entertain. Here, in this sense, I feel like he's kind of toning a bit down or not really doing it to entertain the other. I feel like with Jungkook, he has more another kind of dynamic and vibe of like, things happen more naturally, in the sense of like it's also both ways. There's a back and forth here because you see it here with the Eight of Wands. They like having fun with each other. They like, going back and forth with each other, and it's not like mostly Jin trying to entertain Jungkook. I feel like it's just their natural dynamic where they just enjoy going back and forth, saying something funny or doing something funny, but not really to perform for the other, to make the other laugh. It's just that they both really, not that Jin doesn't enjoy it doing it for others, he enjoys it too, but in some sort of way he does it more with the purpose of like, I want to entertain you, I want to make you laugh, I want to create a good time. Here it's like less of that thought that is really there with Jungkook. It's more of like, this just happens, like it's almost natural that it one starts, the other continues, and goes back and forth. That's the whole vibe I keep getting. It's a lot of fun, a lot of banter also going on here. Also with the Knight of Pentacles reverse, what I see here, it's like they do that more out of boredom, is what I keep getting. It's not to get bored, they do that more. And they like the dynamic, they like the big kind of like change of pace between each other. It's more of like enjoying the moment instead of like, I don't know, I feel like they use each other to not get bored. They use each other to have a bit of that spice in their daily life. Instead of like what I was reading for Hobie, it was more of like, hey, let's all go out for dinner. And I feel like I want to kind of be the entertainment tonight because I enjoy being the entertainment. And it's more like you are aware that that's what you want to do. Here feels much more natural, and it's just something that happens almost every day, and it just comes out naturally, and it's not really one more specifically wanting to entertain the other. It's more of like they both just do that, not only because out of boredom or just not to get bored. It's because it's just something that they enjoy. That's something that they like to do. That's pretty much what I have here. Sometimes it is out of boredom, like I'm saying, like, oh, I'm bored, I'm going to mess around with Jin, or I'm going to mess around with Jungkook. Or when they're sensing that it's kind of, today's kind of bored, I'm going to hang out with Jungkook and see what he's up to. That's the vibe. It's less of like wanting to intentionally wanting to entertain, because it is that is the mood that's put there, or that is kind of the scene that's there. No, it's more of like daily life. I want to go and bother the other just because I want to. That's pretty much the vibe here. Now I have a fifth card that fell off while I was shuffling, and I kept it, which is a Queen of Swords. This is quite interesting. It's almost like he switches a little bit from the Queen of Wands to the Queen of Swords, which is much more serious and much more straightforward and right to the point, is what I keep getting. This could keep getting the words lecturing too, but not in the sense of like you did something bad, so I'm lecturing you. It's more of like I'm teaching you something. Strategies or something like that. Could also be when it comes to because Jin just came out of his solo career and he might be giving some pointers to Jungkook or something like that. Or I keep getting that lecturing more in the sense of teaching and being very much more talking really business like it's not always banter here and there. It's like really passing on information is what I keep getting, really lecturing, and again, not in a bad way, in a sense of like I'm teaching you something, take this with you, that this strategy worked for me, this could work for you too, this is how I do it, and maybe you can do it too. That's the whole vibe that I keep getting. And there's maybe it's connected with this pride feeling of like I keep getting this more from Jin towards Jungkook. Maybe he's seeing Jungkook work and he's like, am I this like, whoa, this guy is really amazing, this guy um like he's going to do big things. I'm sorry, I just got a weird image. But yeah, it's like seeing maybe Jungkook work and thinking like this guy is really like he's doing great, and I want to give him some pointers because this could really help him. That's the whole vibe that I keep getting here. So yeah, that's pretty much it what I have here. I don't have much more to add on. Let me see the bottom of the deck. It is a Nine of Pentacles reverse. I think it has to do with solo careers, giving pointers. Like this is what I was doing while I was by myself, and passing all that information. I do think that is that. But yeah, that's pretty much what I have here. Now let's pull some oracle cards, and then we should be done. Oof, I have too many decks around me. Cute. Yeah. Yeah, see? Milk and honey, this is beautiful. This is just feeling good around each other, enjoying each other's time, appreciating that too. The chopwood, it reminds me of that like, Knight of Pentacles. It is something that they have a lot of routine, and sometimes they just want to kind of get out of a boredom or just do something differently, and so they kind of search each other out to just get out of that, or just not, or to prevent it from happening, that they get bored. That's what I keep getting here. And it's also I feel like it's just very routine for them too to just do that with each other. So yeah, then you have why, and it reminds me of that Queen of Swords that I was talking about. It's like giving a lecture, showing them this is how I was doing it. And this is again the other person asking many questions. How did you do this? What strategy did you use? But I'm also getting here with the Six of Wands. There's this pride feeling of like this guy is amazing. This guy, I'm really proud of him and the things that he's able to do. I feel like it's also giving back in the sense of like maybe Jungkook is giving some pointers about like tactics when it comes to singing. So maybe you can sing it this way. Maybe you should be doing that. And the other one is like asking more questions. So I feel like in that sense they're kind of sharing information, but not in the same topic, but in different ways. They're kind of teaching each other things, but in different topics, in different areas, where they kind of have more experience on, and that is actually a great synergy to have. So yeah. So now let's move on to the next deck. What did I say? What did I say, teaching? Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, I have to. Yeah, okay. That's what I'm getting with the education. As I said, it keeps coming up, lecturing, but it's both ways for sure. But it's funny because I was seeing this queen, like Jin with Jungkook turns from a Queen of Wands, like to that Queen of Swords specifically, but I also feel like Jungkook is showing him a lot of the things that he's able to do to Jin, due to the Six of Wands of like this guy has a lot, like I feel like Jin really looks up because there's admiration going on here. He really looks up to the skills that Jungkook has, and I also feel like Jungkook really respects the things that Jin has to say, the experience that he has, the way he thinks in some sort of way, but also the way he executes plans, the way he strategizes things for his career. I think that Jungkook also really appreciates that and also admires that a lot. It's just in different areas. And I feel like it's back and forth with the education and into the unknown. It's because there's like they might be lacking on these areas. I'm not saying that they're bad at it, but they can always learn more, of course. And one is kind of more experience than the other in each of their areas, and that's where they can really help each other out. and then you have your strength. I feel like that's what I say. Like, not only is their bond very strong and they trust each other very well, it's that milk and honey where you feel like I'm safe in this place. I am treated well is also what I keep getting. I'm very treated well, and I know they both want the best for each other, so they would never feel like there's this distrust or having to watch your back or anything like that. It's just milk and honey. It's like, I'm here for you. I only want the best for you, and I only wish the best for you. So they understand that on both levels. But also, strengths, I feel like they're helping each other with that lecturing and education. They're helping each other get better in their own areas or whatever they're looking for to get better at. The Field of Dreams is beautiful too, because it reminds me also with Jin and Hobie where they wish each other the best. Here I also feel like it's the same, but they're in this case I feel like they're more contributing to each other's fields to do something with that. Compared to maybe with Jin and Hobie, I was getting more the vibe of like, you got it. I wish you all the best. You do your thing. They're not really kind of getting in each other's business and giving and trying to kind of help the other. It's more of like they have this thing of like, we don't really feel neither the need to take in or say something. You do your thing, I do my thing. If you make mistakes, that's fine, I'm still going to support you. And the other way around is the same. But here I feel like there is more involvement between Jungkook and Jin. There is like more really teaching and learning, and again, it's coming from both sides, not one more specifically. And in a sense of way, with the Field of Dreams, they might have shared the things that they want to do, and they, in that sense, they're kind of like helping each other to maybe cultivate or nurture one of those eggs that they have in each of their fields. That's the whole vibe that I keep getting here, because in some sense they do need to learn certain things, and the other one has that what the other is searching for. That's pretty much what I have here, which is beautiful, really beautiful to see. And that's also pretty much it. I hope that you enjoyed this reading, and until the next time.